Go, girl.
Right now, I feel invincible.
Don't talk to me like that, sir.
This is a little bit too much now.
It's the best girl that wins.
It has definitely affected my confidence.
I actually started taking some drastic measures.
This is going to be so painful.
Your girl made it.
We as women are so much more than that.
It's Crown Chasers time. Today, our ladies are celebrating Youth Day by giving back to those less fortunate. Even with their exhausting schedule, these ladies are excited to spend the day painting with children.
Believe it. When you fuck it up, oh, oh. When you fuck it up, eh, eh. Samina, Sankarewa. This is for Africa.
June 16 was exciting. It was really nice to be out there with the children. In the bus on the way, we were really having a good time, singing together. It was so lovely. I think we've built such a nice bond with the ladies as well, and I think we were all super excited to spend the day with the kids.
We are going to see the children.
Have you singing for me?
I'm very excited because we get to spend the day in Westbury with the kids.
We're currently on the highway. We have like a DJ in the background. We have Anazad, our idol.
Right here goes baby. When you left, I lost a part of me.
The bus ride was amazing. The bus ride there, everybody's so excited, singing in the car, sharing stories. I learned so much about Tammy, who was sitting in front of me. So we got some time to talk to each other there, which was really interesting.
When we got there, the kids were so happy. I remember I heard them clapping before we even got out of the van. Even the energy in the car, when we were heading there, singing, laughing. I even went live at some point, connected with Pearl a little bit more because we actually found out that we share a lot in common.
Kids are my job, so it's going to be very exciting to be with the kids again. I really feed off their energy. Little human energy is everything. Yeah.
We all got off from the bus, and it was so special to me because for me, I feel like I'm still just Levi and I'm just another girl. But to see all these other girls and boys looking at us and being so excited to see us, it was just so special, and it reminded me that we actually can do so much and we can inspire so many people that will be so excited just to meet us and to see us.
To see how excited they were to see us was such a surreal moment because like we're part of the Miss South Africa top 10 now and our lives are forever changed and they look up to us now. Whereas a couple of days ago, you know, our lives were completely different. And we are driving into the school and there's kids on either side. Oh, so adorable. And they're like waving. I felt like a superstar, I won't even lie.
I actually used to go to boarding school very close to Westbury, so I know that it's a community that is, they have impoverished sections. And when we got there, the kids were so welcoming. They were a little bit shy at first, but I'm a teacher, so I'm like, high five, let's go, you know.
We spent time at Westbury with amazing children. I mean, seeing those smiles on their faces when they welcomed us was really heartwarming. I mean, you'd think it's something small, but it meant so much to them, and just taking their stories in, you know, they were just telling me where they were from, what they wanted to be, and I just saw the hope they had about life.
And then we went inside and we met Neda for the first time, who was the person that was like sponsoring the whole event. She was teaching the kids how to paint, sorted out the paints and all of those stuff. She also did our eyebrows.
My name is Neda and I started my art when I was 15, around like 20 years. And I'm involved with Miss South Africa pageant since 2019, sponsoring art class every year as much as we can. I think kids enjoy it and it's a different experience. They release, they make mess, they love colors, and it's a different experience to play with everything and be free. You're gonna have lots of fun, and I'm so happy to share this experience with you and with Top 10 of Miss South Africa. And happy Youth Day. I can't hear that. Happy Youth Day. Okay, cool. Ready?
giving back is really important. You know, I think just after doing any little thing I can for my community, I run a mentorship program for young girls in my community. I can tell you now, the best sleeps I've had was after doing something with those girls. Like, it literally warms your hearts. You feel so good. You feel like you're actually doing something for the world, and I like that. I'm loving it. I've got paint on my forehead, so it's been so much fun.
Amazing things don't happen unless a group of people come together and want to give back. So for me, one of the most important things to me is trying to get as many young people to start giving back. Because if we come together, if everybody does a small little bit, whatever it is, I think we can help build our communities. It's been really fun and really interesting. I'm getting some really interesting questions from the kids. One of the little girls asked me, why am I not wearing a dress? She's like, doesn't Miss South Africa wear dresses? And I'm like, no, you can wear anything you want.
Yeah, I enjoyed every single moment of it. And I'm like, this is what my why also really circles around. You know, having to put a smile on somebody else's face, having to be somebody else's greatest motivation. I mean, a little young girl was like, oh, when I grow up, I want to be like you. I'm like, don't want to be like me, strive to be like yourself, but take the required information and the required knowledge from other people, but strive to be the best version of yourself and not anybody else. So fun. I'm enjoying every second of it. My bunch is so crazy and so cool. I was telling them that don't embarrass me because I go to an art school, as much as it is acting, but it's still art. But yeah, they're just really, really cool kids. The one is called Sinotando. I was like to him, you look like you're a gangster, so please show off with me, okay? And he did a very amazing job. And then this is Omolemo's one because I didn't have a canvas, so they're doing really well. I'm quite impressed.
For me, giving back is very important. It's one of the main reasons why I'm here. And for me, that's because I know I'm here because other people have given to me. And so I take it as a responsibility to do the same for someone else and just pay it forward like that. It's so amazing. I'm having so much fun with the kids. You know, the energy is like so contagious.
For me, charity is very important because I believe that the more you give, the more you get back. So not just materialistic things. I'm talking about knowledge. I'm talking about kindness. Because if you're able to change someone's life, that person will never forget that. So I'd like to believe I'm good with kids. They call me the kids whisperer in my family because all the babies come to me and they don't cry and I can make them sleep. So I think it's safe to say that I am.
Giving back to me is very important. We often get soaked up in our own lives that when we don't often get to step out the box. And when you get to relive someone's reality or see someone's reality, you would see how important it is to give back. I love this entire, the vibes. Oh, the kids are amazing. And my painting. I think I'm gonna sell it for at least 100,000.
I don't believe that we're here on this earth for no reason. I think there's a divine purpose in all of our lives. And I think we're here to serve other people. So, you know, I'm here to serve. I would say it has very little to do with what I can get out of Miss South Africa, but rather what can I use this platform for so that I can make a bigger impact in other people's lives. So I love kids. I think they're all a little bit shy. I'm not sure why, but I think they're having a great time today. And yeah, I think it's just nice to get out of the hotel and spend some time with some little people.
I think it was one of my dreams to always when you dream about being Miss South Africa, you know that you'll be able to go to schools and you'll be able to work with people and be around people. And that's something that I really, really dreamt about for a long time. So to know that I can go to a school, paint with children on Youth Day, it was such a dream come true for me. Oh, it was so much fun. I love painting. I couldn't wait to start. I was just sitting there like, when are we going to start now? So I'm so excited and I'm proud of my painting.
It is very important, but I only realize the importance afterwards when you see the face on people. Like if you go to a school, you see the kids smiling and you're like, I did that. And it feels good. And then I realized that it actually is important how you make other people feel, especially through community and giving back.
Oh, it's been so much fun. These kids are so amazing. They tell the coolest jokes as well. I know all their life stories now. I'm loving it so much. Like besides the arts, it's about getting to know the kids and I've been loving that.
Giving back to me is important, especially because I know how much I've been given in life. And I really I think I wouldn't be here if we were not giving back. It's a part of, you know, the application or whatever. But I do give back, and I think it's absolutely important for each and every single one of us to somehow give back, as small as it can be.
You can see enjoying it a little too much.
Giving back, I think, is one of the most important things for Miss South Africa, but it's not something that you can teach someone. I feel it's something that you have. Above all, it's service above self. It's that true moment of being an active South African citizen. Besides people knowing you for being beautiful, being kind, being gracious, being compassionate, being friendly, like the one thing that you will be remembered for is the difference that you made.
The one thing that I always tell people that every single Miss South Africa that I've worked with has in common is that they realize that their beauty and their gifts are God-given and they weren't necessarily deserved, but that they decided that, you know what, this gift that I've been given, I'm going to use for the betterment of others. And that is what makes a Miss South Africa, is a woman who says, okay, I've received all of these things and now I'm going to push it out into the world. And I'm going to do something good with it. I'm going to use my beauty. I'm going to use my talents. I'm going to use the gifts. I'm going to use the opportunities that I've received. And I'm pushing it out into the world. And I'm shining a light on others.
Charity for me, it's not just about a charity. It's about believing in something and really believing in it all the way. And as a Miss South Africa, I really, my goal and what I do from a day-to-day, once that crown's on her head, is work on this project. Because that's the legacy that these young women leave behind. That's something tangible. The legacy that they're going to leave behind is what they did during their year. And that's why this project means so much. What did you leave people feeling, thinking, and saying about you? Because for me, that's the big purpose. That's the purpose of this thing. It's about playing your part, being an active citizen, and showcasing that to the rest of South Africa so that everybody else can do their part. As I say always, how do you build an army when you don't start small? We want these empowered, incredible women to march together at the end of the day and be like, we did this. We left a legacy. We left the state in a better way than when we found it.
Next time on Crown Chasers.
I think the adrenaline has kicked in.
My dad is literally the reason why I'm here.
I feel really beautiful.
He just thought we were going to be trafficked. I was literally dripping in diamonds.
So it's very hard for me to be like away from him.
You know, it's all about that beautifully confident woman. And for us, that's exactly what this allows.